Welcome everybody, it's Dan Latto speaking. Welcome to the Dan Latto podcast. Hope you're well today. We are on the countdown to Christmas. Yes, we are. I'll try not to get too excited. I am actually really excited about heading home for Christmas. And you might be listening to this next year. It might be in June. And then you're like, Dan, it's June. Anyway, I am looking forward to Christmas. We're only away for a few days. I'm only away for a few days. I like to come back and then crack on with CrossFit, get my diet back in shape and so on. But it is just nice to get away and just do nothing for those kind of 5 days. Just socialise, eat bad food and have a few pints. It's very nice. I hope you're going to have a good Christmas as well. Anyway, before we even get there, we've got some work to do. And in today's session, I wanted to talk about 4 digital marketing trends that you can use in your own business in 2025. And I think this is going to be really important because 2025 is going to be the year that can make or break it for you with content. More so than 2024, which was an improvement on 2023, which was an improvement on 2022. The more you're going to be live streaming, the more video content you're going to be putting out there, the better your business is going to do. And I don't think it should be just you in your business doing it. It should be all aspects of your team. So if you run a delivery company, you should be out filming, delivering parcels. So then you can send all that content back and it can get edited. If something happens on a thing, get chased by a dog or a little old lady because you've done it wrong, that should be going out as content. Content. Digital marketing in 2025 has a massive capacity for absolutely blowing up your business. But most businesses will not be doing it, which is awesome. Because if you are, you're going to steal a lot of their business, which is really, really cool. And so one of the things initially is AI-powered marketing, but only if it's done correctly. So this is how, in 2024 and 2023, this is how people did AI marketing. ChatGPT, write me a long list of things that I can copy and paste onto WordPress and ship that out as though I've written it. Like, nobody's reading that. Everybody knows it's AI generated. Most people do. There's some people that can't seem to work it out. And it's like going to the video of image ones as well. Just create me some images for this and it goes out. And no one's impressed by that anymore. To begin with, people are impressed by AI. You know, get me a picture of Boris Johnson looking like a clown. Hilarious. No one's interested in that in 2025. Nobody. We've seen it. We're kind of sick to death of it. We've seen how movies are made, just green screen everywhere. Nobody makes movies like they used to anymore. Like, people are just fed up of it. And automatic posting, automatic replies, it's just not what people want at all. But the bit where I'm saying do it correctly, the bit where it's done correctly, that's the important bit. And that is where you go to ChatGPT and you say, ChatGPT, I need to come up with a list of things to talk about this. Or describe 4 of the biggest problems that a consumer has when choosing a hairdresser, let's just say. That's something you can actually talk about. So what you do is you get AI to create a general script or a general overview, and then you take that and you put you all over that. You live stream, you create shorts. You could ask AI to come up with a funny video using fancy mugs. This is my coffee mug. I know it's shaped like a Viking mug, but it is actually my coffee mug. I love this mug, by the way. Thank you, Temu, for my Viking mug. Well, you could write something funny about Viking mugs to create a video about it. Like, you could do stuff like that. You could get the helmet with the horns, and you could sit here with the long beard, drinking your mug, because that's a stereotypical view that we have. Like, there's all sorts of different things that you can do, but you just need to know the prompt to ask ChatGPT. You don't even have to be creative anymore, because not all of us are. I'm certainly not. Thank you, ChatGPT, for helping me be a bit more creative. Like, people then don't know how you've come up with the ideas. And so that's really AI marketing done properly. Creating a whole bunch of content, copy and pasting it out onto social media, nobody wants that. And you've got to get away from it. And we see it quite a lot. On Twitter, we see a lot of replies where someone's taken the initial tweet, they've gone to ChatGPT and they said something like, send a reply but make it funny, copy, paste, reply. And it's dreadful. It's utterly, utterly dreadful. And I often post, ChatGPT did a lot of heavy lifting on this reply because it's so obvious, and so that's definitely something you need to be aware of. One of the things that happened in 2024 and is going to increasingly happen in 2025 is short form video dominance. Like, short form video is absolutely going to be the thing that catapults your business. It's going to get you a ton of views. It's going to get you more subscribers. It's going to drive traffic back to your website, where your website then can do the heavy lifting of actually getting conversions. Short form video content, less than a minute long, put it out. Oh my gosh, I'm so Yorkshire sometimes. Put it out onto internet, posted out across TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Shorts. Like, where do people consume content? That's where it's going to be. And that is going to absolutely dominate 2025. It's already dominated in 2024. And you've got to be producing more long-form content that you can then cut up into shorter form videos. And then one of the massive things that blew me away in 2024, I was scrolling through TikTok and I was just looking for ideas for content, actually. I was scrolling through and then I saw someone and they were selling sweets, and it was a live stream, and they had all the jars of sweets behind them, and it was a kilogram of sweets. So they'd take 100 grams of 10 different sweets, and they'd get them, pour them in, get the next one, pour them in, and they were literally fulfilling orders for a kilogram of mixed sweets for 20 quid or 10 quid or whatever it happened to be. And you could buy on TikTok, and the transaction went through TikTok. Absolutely mind-blowing. And then I was addicted, so I was scrolling through all of these, and then who did I see? Katie Price, also known as Jordan, selling Christmas tat. I've got a little star planet thing. She was selling something like this, which is supposed to be a prop, but I hardly ever use it. Let's switch it on. Let's use it for today. There we go. She was selling, and it was a flamingo, actually. You can buy them in, what's that shop with a cow outside? It's very popular in Spain, whatever it's called. Anyway, she was hawking stuff out on TikTok. Blew me away. And I'm like, so this is what we call social commerce. And it is like QVC, but I could set it up now and go, oh, look, here's a coffee mug. My favourite coffee mug, 20 quid. Here's the link below. Unbelievable. In fact, last year there was a lady from China, and she would show the cup. Next, she'd show a camera. It's a dick camera. Next, she'd show a fluffy thing that goes on your microphone. Next, she'd show this is actually a drone. Next, she aftershave. Next, she'd sold $1 million worth of stuff just doing that, and every item had a screen presence of like 1 second. Unbelievable. Like, unbelievable. And in China, I've seen them where they have all TikTok. They're all in a little box like this, and there's hundreds of them in a big warehouse, hundreds of people with a camera, live streaming on TikTok, showing all this stuff, selling all this stuff. Unbelievable. Social commerce. And we wonder why big businesses are going bust in the city centres, is because everybody's moved online. And so this is going to be huge in 2025. And, we're racking our brains. How on earth do we compete with that? Do we live stream on TikTok, which we don't do because our software won't allow us to do it? But we could set up our mobile phone. So we go live on that, and then we go live on TikTok. And actually, Instagram as well, you need a separate mobile phone. So you need 2 mobile phones, one for TikTok, one for Instagram. And then the setup that we've got here, which goes out on LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook and so on. And even Twitter, like, we have to pay now to live stream on Twitter, so we don't pay. But actually, we're probably going to go down that path, and we're going to have a setup where we've got 3 or 4 mobile phones all set up, plus the live stream software. Mind-blowing stuff. And we're going to go live on things like TikTok. 2025 is going to be a content-heavy year for everybody, or at least it should be if you want to stay in business. And then the last one is influencer and creator-led marketing. So what does that mean? So that's like getting on somebody else's podcast show, going to someone else's place and interviewing them. One of the guys that does this really well, actually, is a guy called Daniel Mack. And he'll stop people in cars and he'll go, hey, nice car, what do you do for a living? He's on Instagram. He's very, very well known. He's in Beverly Hills. I've seen him go down past yachts. Hey, a lovely yacht. What do you do for a living? Oh, why don't you come on board? And he goes on board the yacht, $10 million yacht. And then they go, oh, we're going to a party tonight. Why don't you come? And then that content will then get shared by all these famous people. And he's done everybody. He's done Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, he's done everybody. So that kind of thing, you've got to make contact with influencers and creators, which I know I'm an influencer. People hate influencers for some reason. There was a woman this year, she sat on a park bench and she's filming, and some idiot comes and sits on the park bench and she's like, dude, I'm filming. Yeah, right. There's all these other park benches, and he just wanted to be not a very nice person. And everyone's moaning about her, how stuck up she is. And she's just trying to work to earn a living. Do you do that when it's the BBC filming? Just walk in their shot? Well, you can film elsewhere. Like, why would you do that? It's just normal people trying to make a living. Anyway, people don't like influencers and they don't like creators. And I have no idea why. Just people trying to make a living, trying to do something different. I don't get it. I do not get it. Do you walk into Asda and stop the Asda, what do they call them, shelf stacker from stacking? No, of course you don't. Why would you do that? No, it's a silly thing to do. Anyway, influencers and creators, making contact with those guys, getting outreach, getting into their social networks, and going to some of the same places that they go, and you can film it, because everyone else is filming. That's a really great way of getting more content. Plus also, hopefully you can get interviewed by them, or you can interview them, because what happens when you interview an influencer, they're going to post the interview as well. Now you've got a bigger reach of people that didn't know about you before that now know about you. And so getting on more podcasts, guest podcasting with other people and getting other people to get you onto their podcast, that's going to be even bigger in 2025. So I hope that's useful. I hope that's something that you can actually implement in your own business as well. I've now got to take the dog to the vet. So I hope you have a wicked day, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care.